We make him fly like a ghost. If he want talking the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed him, he was just doing the distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this harm her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck your vibe if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Ah, get him. Bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. Ha, I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make 'em out. Promise the heater gon' make 'em out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with the hand of the.
Hi everybody, happy 4th of July. Hi JJ.
Hey, happy 4th of July, everybody.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I can hear my voice. That's weird. A little low, but.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna switch my earbuds to the other earbuds. Hang on.
Okay, mama. Okay, I'm gonna say hi real quick. Hey Stephen Crisco, how are you, my sweetie pie? Patty Brunner, my sweetie. My Duchess of Petty, hi sweetie. Teresa, hey sweetie pie. Hey, oh, sorry. Hey, Cruz, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, mi amor. ¿Cómo estás? Miss Manda, my sis. Hey, my sweetie. I miss you, Miss Manda. Hey, Denise, how are you, beautiful? So nice to see you. I said hello to Teresa. Right? Yes, I did. Okay, hello. Hi, everybody. Again, happy 4th of July. Y'all already know what it is. Hi guys. So I couldn't happy being me, my sweet friend. How are you? So I couldn't find my glasses, the infamous crooked glasses. So I gotta freaking use regular glasses, Lord of mercy. Hi Kelly girl, how are you? Welcome. These are not as strong as my other ones, so I don't even know why I'm wearing them. Cause I still gotta come mad close to see y'all, cause I can't see with these. Like I don't even know. Maybe for Luo.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
No, stop talking to me.
Oh, I
Sorry.
was like, what the? No.
That's my computer. It's talking to me. I'm like,
Okay, I thought it was the voices in my head. So okay.
No.
I'm just happy to know it's not the voices in my head. All right, good. All right, we're good. How are you guys? I hope you guys are having a great July 4th. 2 of my sons are here, I think. You guys are upstairs? Yes, they are. Okay. I heard my daughter-in-law laugh. So yes. But one of my sons is in the bedroom. My other son is upstairs, my daughter-in-law. My other sons went out to party. So
Yay, that's what my kid's doing right now. He's
Yeah.
partying it up. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them, really. My daughter's there too. I just left there actually. Yeah, my son had his first invite all of his friends and family over since he bought his house kind of thing tonight. So that was neat to see
That's
him
really
be a
nice.
host. Yeah, it was interesting.
And it's good because, after the party, you don't have to do the cleanup, like when it's in your
Nope.
house. Your
Right.
son has to do the cleanup. It's his house. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that, son. Hi, Stephen.
Yeah.
How are you? Thank you for being here. When is the day that we celebrate our independence from Spain? Listen, don't get me to lie. Don't get me to lie, Mikey. I'm not a history buff. Listen, ask anybody on these YouTube streets. Cindy's not that bright, so
I love history, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't.
From Spain?
Yeah,
Us? The United States from Spain?
I thought it was from England.
England?
Right?
It is from England. Yes,
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
But
I don't know,
Spain,
Mikey. I could Google it, but I don't know. Anyway, this morning I was on Code's panel, and so thank you, Code. Lisa Ann was up there, and of course Duchess of Petty was up there, and it was great. Hi, Pamela Barr, my sweetie. And I went up there just to support, of course, my Duchess and Lisa Ann, and Code, I just really, really like Code. I think he's a all around genuinely good dude, and I like him. Hi Welsh Rose, how are you, sweetie pie? So I was up there for a little while early this morning. I hadn't even gotten my coffee yet. I don't even think Duchess had had her coffee yet because she was like, I need my coffee, and I was like, girl, me too. So as soon as he ended, I ran out and got my coffee. Went for my little walk, got my coffee. But tomorrow I will be buying some more those little pods from my Keurig because it makes it so much easier. And my sons love it. I make them iced coffee here so they don't have to spend Starbucks money because I get the flavored creamer, the flavored coffee. They just love it. We use the Keurig, we make the coffee, I put the ice, we have the fridge with the ice machine. And listen, and they get it for free 99 on mom. Don't have to pay no damn. What I have to remember is to get whipped cream. So that's what I have to remember tomorrow. Cindy, don't forget the damn whipped cream so I can hook it up with the little caramel drizzle on top of them. I'm gonna hook it up.
Ooh,
So I just forget
yum.
that. Right? I know, Duchess. I know you were like, girl, I didn't even have coffee yet. I was like, I know. I love iced coffee too. I have to have my coffee. And now that it's summertime, I'm just preferring iced coffee. And I was never big on iced coffee. Even in the summer, I would still have my hot coffee in the morning. But I don't know, one of my sons put me on to iced coffee, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just get the iced coffee. I love it. It's good. It's refreshing. It's so good. So wait, this day has been crazy. My mind feels like it's one. Mikey, you are not alone. You are not alone. Hi, what
Yeah.
the F, my girl? What kind do you make? So what I do, what the F is, I use the regular pods, like for the hot coffee, but I buy a salted caramel. The shop right here has like their brand, their the generic brand, which I love them. I'm very particular with my coffee. Like I usually get the Bustelo pods, but they're really expensive.
Mm.
And I found another cheaper brand, but I don't like them. It tastes nasty. But then I found the ShopRite brand of the Keurig pods, and they have salted caramel. Those are my favorite. They taste so good. So what I do is I just put one in. I make a regular cup of black coffee. Excuse me. I get one of the big, cups. Make sure it has plenty of ice in it. Pour the hot coffee in. Of course, it's gonna melt. I mix it together, put my creamer, add more ice and some sugar. So I use the regular coffee that I would use for hot coffee. I know some people use the cold brew. I don't do that. I do it as if I'm making hot coffee. Just add a bunch of ice, let it cool down, mix it with the sugar, and then add more ice. And I couldn't tell the difference. You can't tell me it's not as good as Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, because it is. It's good. Hi, Jay Fid. How are you, my beautiful friend? Joe being Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Lisa Ann. Hey, Mama. I was just talking about you. Me, you, and Duchess of Petty and Code were on panel this morning, and I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it, and I was so grateful to be up there. What the F, I'm telling you, if you could find them, the salted caramel, if you like caramel, it is my favorite. And I'm telling you, I bought them for my son, and my son, that's his favorite. So that's the one I have to buy all the time. They love it. They love it. Hey, Bliss Chris, how you doing, sweetie? Hey, my Virgie, how you doing, my girl?
Pretty.
So it was a great panel. I thought it was a really great panel.
I've got
Um,
to go back and watch that.
it was good. Who has food poisoning? Wait, what the hell? Who? Somebody said it? Who the hell? Not you, right, Duchess? Oh my God. You don't put sugar in your coffee? You don't have to. With me, with the flavored creamer, I don't even have to put sugar. Like that's how I like my coffee. I think that the flavored sweet creamer is enough. But I put sugar for my sons, but I don't need sugar, especially in my hot coffee. With the flavored creamer, I don't need any sugar. It's too sweet for me, and I don't like my coffee sweet. I want to be the sweetest thing in the house, right? Yeah. Yeah, people would beg to differ. I saw the best thing on Instagram. Instead of buying fireworks, people should buy food for animal shelters. That sounds
I
amazing.
love that.
Yeah,
I
and
love
even
that.
even for human shelters, right? There's people, and you can still maybe buy a few fireworks, but I think that that's a great idea, Patty Brunner. You know, buy some food because when you think about food pantries and places like that, there's a lot of food pantries in New York. I haven't been to one in Jersey. I haven't needed to, thank God. Thank you, God. But when I was in New York and I was on hard times, I did visit the food pantries. Ain't no shame. Anybody who needs to visit those food pantries, don't ever let anybody make you feel shame because you need help. Okay.
That's right.
I remember in New York, a lot of them would give expired food, or and not to sound entitled, but the things that you got were things that you couldn't put two things together. Peanut butter, no jelly. You know what I mean? Like, so they were like they were like
Peanut butter and
add-ons.
ravioli.
Right, right, exactly. Tomato sauce and jelly is like, okay, all right, thank you, I
What's up,
appreciate it.
Yaya? Happy 4th. Happy being me. What's up, girl?
Hi, Mimi, how are you? Welcome.
Kenlin.
Oh, lipsticks. That means you're a girl after my own heart. Love to see it.
Me.
Love to see it.
Me and Kenlin. Me and Kenlin, we got a bond. We got a bond now. We were
Do
both
you?
called out.
Hi, Kenlin. Oh, yeah, you were both called out. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Me, Kenlin, David, yeah, there were a few of us. Yes, we got our own little sisterhood over here.
Yeah, I get it. And so and I agree, Lisa Ann, the food pantries are for people that are on hard times, and when you're on hard
Mm-hmm.
times, anything helps. So I'm not
Right,
trying to
right.
sound like an a-hole for saying that, but I remember I would go to food pantries and most of the food, there was one that was close by, excuse me, the food was always expired. And then when Covina hit, everything was shut down in New York. You know what I mean? So by the grace of God, I haven't had to visit food pantries in a long time, which is a blessing. So I count my blessings and I'm very grateful for that. But I never forget where I came from. I never forget the people that when I was down gave me a hand and reached down and tried to lift me up and helped to lift me up. I never forget that either. So, hi, Amy Lou. How are you, beautiful girl? So, okay, it's Friday the 13th. That's where my mind is at. It's kind of true. It's kind of
It
true.
feels that way, right?
It feels that way. It feels that way, right? It feels like you're running
It
through the
does.
woods with people chasing you with knives and shit. That's how it feels.
So
But
weird.
it's July 4th. It's July 4th. Where's my BB? Hey, BB loves honey tea. Hi, sweetie. I hope you're recovering well. I hope you're doing good. I hope your scar is healing up. Love you, love you, girl. Um, so okay. So there's a lot going on. I always say that, but there's nothing ain't changed. Nothing's changed. There's always a lot going on YouTube, right?
It's been
So
a lot in a day, in like
a lot
24
in the
hours.
oh
Usually it's not this bad in 24 hours, but
Oh, yes, the moon. Yes, Amy. I prefer to blame it on the moon because it's proven, right, that the moon and all that, Mercury in retrograde and all that shit has people turning into werewolves and all that. I believe that shit because shit is crazy. Hi, Queen of O'Hara. How are you, sweetie? Haven't seen you in a long time. It's so nice to see you. I wanted to start off with this. I did watch Danny. You guys know Danny. I love Danny so much.
I know, I know. I haven't been
She's
missing her streams, but I need to try to get back.
Oh, JJ,
She's
you
like,
have to watch
it's
the one from,
sporadic, like all over
yeah,
the place, like when she goes live, and I always
yeah.
miss it. I'm like, damn, damn.
Well, you have to watch the one from this morning. I
Yeah.
actually cried. She started crying. I started crying. I said hello, and then I stayed in the bushes because I was doing things. Most of the time I'm listening, so I just
Hmm.
listened to her. And I cried. And she's one of the most genuine people on this
She's a
platform.
good soul. She
Yeah,
really is.
she never says things to appease people. She doesn't go with the masses. She speaks from her heart all
Yeah.
the time. And so if let me put the link because I think everybody needs to go and hear her live from today. Every time I can catch a Danny live, I catch it. But I'm so glad that I caught this
Yeah,
one.
I love it because no matter who she's friends with, not friends with at the time, whatever, Danny makes a lot of sense. A
A
lot
lot
of
of
sense.
a
She
lot of
does.
sense, and she speaks from the heart. And I just adore her. I adore her, and I am not the kind of person that has that kind of reputation that Danny has. I'm not. Danny, of course. Hi, my Audi. How are you, Chula? Um, but I do look up to Danny because she has integrity. No matter who, again, who she's cool with, who she's in with, she speaks from her heart, and that takes courage, in my opinion. Knowing that you're going against the popular opinion. That is the live from earlier today. If you can catch it, I would suggest that you listen. It was amazing. It was amazing, and whew, anyway, it made my hair stand up. Um, I'm somebody, and I've said that I am a hypocrite. I'm a human being who is flawed, and I do have biases. I try to speak from places of my moral compass, right? And when I talk about things like that, I'm talking about me personally, right? I don't sit here, I don't addict shame people. I
Nope.
don't look people's kids up. I don't look people's families up. So when
Nope.
I say that I'm against these things, I'm speaking for me. These are my personal boundaries. These are things that I don't do, I haven't done, and no matter what people's opinions of me may be online, I will never cross those boundaries because I just can't. And I know that I can stick to that because I've had excuse me, people come for my sons. I've had people talk about my past addiction. I've had people mock me for having done bad and needed groceries. I've had people mock my marriage and yada, 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 yada. And I never aimed where they were aiming. I've called people a few bitches. Yup. Yes, ma'am.
Well, yeah.
I've lost my temper, right? The
Yeah.
F word is a normal part of my vocabulary.
Hmm.
But there's certain things that I've never done and will never do. And the day that I feel the need to do that on YouTube, I will leave YouTube. And that's on God. If I ever feel the need to come and show you somebody's kid, I'm going to kick my own ass and I'm going to delete my channel. If I ever feel the need to go to anybody privately and be like, look, this is their kid. Here, handle that. Again, I'm going to kick my own ass and I'm going to leave the internet. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't put that on other people. Again, I've been seeing a lot lately. We're all hypocrites. We're all flawed. Yes, I try, Patty. Again, I know there's been times in the past where I haven't, you know, owned it, but it took me doing some serious self-reflecting to realize, Cindy, you're a hypocrite. You've been a hypocrite. I'm gonna be a hypocrite in the future. I am. I am. Um, and that's all I can do. I can only, and I keep saying, judge me for what comes out of my mouth. People are mad at me for being in chats when the creator said X, Y, and Z. Um, and that's a slippery slope because you know I don't addict shame, right? Other people may
Nope.
cause, oh, you crackhead, you junkie. I don't agree with that at all. I
Eh,
don't agree with
I
that at
hate
all.
those
Right?
words now. I hate
Right.
those words. And before I even met you, I had no I like you just say those things, and
No.
you don't even think about, oh, that crackhead, even if they're not a crackhead, like you're just
Right.
like, oh, he's being a crackhead. You don't even think about it. But
Right.
now I I don't know. Now it's like ingrained in my head, like, no. And it isn't like you made me do that. It was an awakening for me. Like, wait a
Right.
minute, there's a whole issue out here, that's going on, and it needs to be taken a whole lot more serious than just labeling people these things.
Yeah.
I don't think that's okay.
Yeah. And I when I say I don't watch what chats people go into, I don't. I don't monitor people. I don't send people screenshots of
Never.
others in other people's chats either because I feel like what's the point? We're all adults. And if I say I don't care where people go, me sending other people screenshots of people in chats is me caring where people go. I don't care where people
Hmm.
go. That's an entitled attitude and I just don't do that. So a lot of people are holding me, JJ, certain people to these standards that are unrealistic because I'm a human being. It's impossible. Like only God walked on water, only Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're upset that I was in a chat when somebody said something negative about you, that you feel like, oh, Selfie says she's against addict shaming. She didn't say, hey, don't say this, but then you're addict shaming. So if I come at them, should I be coming at you? First of all, I'm not a police. I don't have a YouTube badge. I don't get paid to do that shit. I don't get paid to go to watch all these videos and comment underneath, hey, you use this certain word, like, hey, I'm not doing that. My boundaries are for me, things that I don't do. I still have the right to go into any chat I want to. I have the right to support whomever I'd like. The same way I don't DM people and question why they're supporting other people. I
Never.
I move in silence. I back away silently. That's it. I don't dog people. I don't talk shit about people. I don't ask other people why they still support people. And these are things that I feel like I have to keep reiterating. Like, judge me for shit that I say. If I'm in a
Right.
chat and I'm like, yeah, that bitch he's hitting the booze or whatever, come at me for that. I don't do that. There may be times where I'm doing other things, listening. Anyway, I don't got to make excuses. I'm there. Judge me for what I say. And if you don't judge me for what I say, you want to judge me for whose chat I'm in. Again, that is not my problem. And I'm not going to take on the problem of other people's. Your expectations are not mine. Your
Mm-hmm.
perspective is not mine. That's it.
Right.
And that's all. And, they're like,
Right.
oh, they'll realize this person's a terrible person. People used to say that about John Yates too, right? And people still supported him, people still support him. It's about perspectives. So if we're
Yeah,
learning,
and guess what? I
allow
never
us to learn in
supported
time.
him. I
What?
never
I know me
supported him,
either.
and
I never
neither
did
did
either.
you.
No, but
So
I did
if
support
anybody tried to
problematic
tell,
people that people feel are problematic, just like people feel
we
we're problematic.
have, but not like
It's
John
Sonic.
Yates. Sorry, not sorry, but no, nothing like John Yates. That dude is like a wow.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
don't. I mean, yeah, it takes a little while for people's eyes to open, kind of like Happy was saying. But once they're
yes,
open, it's like
right
they're
here, yeah.
open. But with that dude, it was kind of like red flags and alarm bells going off everywhere, like everywhere. You just watch one live, and
Yeah.
you're gonna get that. And I'm not judging people because
No,
just because I saw it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to see it that way. And I don't want
of
people
course
to feel
not.
that way or put those expectations on me ever because it's never going to work. People
It's
want
not
to
fair. It's not fair.
bully. It's not. And they want to bully or force you or shame you into
Intimidate
feeling the
you.
way that they do.
Yeah.
I don't know who they think they got with that, but at least with me, that's never going to work.
It's not going to
It's
work with me
never.
either.
I will rebel against that all fucking
Yeah.
day long. If you're
Yeah.
trying to force me into anything, that is the best way to get me to not do something. Because
Right.
then I have questions as to why.
Right.
And, kind of use a little bit of common sense. I'm not a follow the leader. Have I done that in the past and got caught up? Yes, but I've never done anything scummy. I don't look people up. I don't dox people. I
Pisces.
don't go real life. I don't
Thank
call
you.
people's families. I don't email. I don't DM. I don't, none of that. It's to the
No.
point where I no longer, at least for a good while now, I won't even warn people of someone else, even if I care about them, because I don't
Yep.
want to be put in that position. We have been there before and it never ends well.
It
Never.
doesn't.
It's like,
It doesn't.
okay, you got to find out for yourself. Just like, okay, recently, something that happened was Jules found out that Lindsay was kind of going behind the scenes, not even behind the scenes, because it's very out in the open, which is like very brazen, kind of like okay, for instance, for me, there was a situation with Lindsay, and like I said to Amy Lou earlier in a chat, it's like I know Amy Lou has been in the anti-KJ even back then with Leslie Bass and all that. I was around then too, and
Right.
Lindsay has always been known, always, and Amy
And
Lou
you
was
knew about that
dropping.
because you were a mod for sipping tea with Joe. So you
I
knew
was
a
a
lot
mod
more
for
about that
sipping tea
situation.
with Joe. So it was a
Right.
constant thing with people calling Lindsay out for being wonderful to their face and loving and, oh, hey, girl, you know, all the hearts
Right.
and everything. But then in another chat, like totally talking shit, like the worst shit, like here for it, yay, you know, and that happened with me. So all I said in a chat was that when Jules was talking about it and kind of going off on Lindsay, you
Yeah.
know, I don't hold that against her. She's been cool to Lindsay, and you know, I'm sure she saw some things, and people make certain allowances. I do too for certain
We all
people.
do. We all
Um,
do.
I
We
was
all
very
do.
civil with her, and I never went. Now, if I was some kind of like behind the scenes bitch where I'm trying to like get everybody to fight or what, wouldn't I have like gone to Jules? Her DMs were open to me. Wouldn't I have gone to her and be like, "Why are you talking to Lindsay? Don't you know this? She's probably talking shit about you here, 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 you
Right.
know?" But I never did that. It's like everybody's got to find
Yes,
out for
Patty.
themselves. So apparently, I again, like people are wanting to like knock on my door, right? Like knock, 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 knock. You know, and I might look through the little like window at the door, and it's
The
like,
people, yeah, through the people. Hmm.
yeah, I'm looking through the peephole. Oh, it's that bitch. Nah, I don't got time today. And I just walk away, you know, and I can do that. I could do that all day long. I could do that every day, all day long. But there's going to be that one time that I'm probably sleeping and you're knocking on the door and I'm a bitch when I'm woken from a nap.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would be very careful how many times you knock on my door. So all I'm going to say is if you're going to keep saying my name when I've done nothing to you, it shows more about you. Okay? I don't know why Savage has some issue with me. For one, I never got an apology for her blaming me for being in her chat when I wasn't the one in her chat.
You weren't.
I
Yeah, you are.
wasn't.
You are.
I don't do that. I don't do that anywhere. That's just not even my MO. So that would be totally weird. They could ask anything, but to say like, oh, well, there's JJ and you know, and it's one thing to say like, yes, that I said, she read out my comment. My comment was, Lindsay has done this before. She's done it to me. And that's the truth. It's the
And you had
truth.
never
Sorry.
spoken about it because you felt like,
Never,
right,
never.
because you know, you left it alone. But
I
when they
left
were
it
speaking
alone,
about it,
man.
you weren't calling her a bitch or anything, but it
Never.
had happened
Mm-mm.
to you. You weren't making that up. It had
Nope.
happened to you with Christ conflict.
Yes.
With that whole situation, and somebody was doing a bashing stream on you. And like I
Mm-hmm.
think even a day, way hours
It
before it
was. It
started,
was the day before. The day
Lindsay
before.
went in the
Mm-hmm.
chat and was like, "I'm here for this" or something. So
Yep.
she's done that to you while she's, said how much she liked you and all of that. So that's, I think, what you meant. I would not think, I know
Mm-hmm.
that's what you meant when you made that comment in the chat, but you weren't calling
Yes.
her all kinds of bees. I don't have a personal issue with
You
Lindsay.
know,
I
and if
don't
it was only me,
at all.
it would be one thing. But I've seen her, and I've never done it. I was never like, hey, Lindsay, you. I think one time I'm like, Lindsay, you always say hi to me, but aren't you like, don't you think I'm a this, this, and this that she said about me in some other chat or whatever? And she was like, no, I would never say that.
Yeah,
But it wasn't important enough for me to be like, should I send you the screenshot? It
yeah.
just wasn't, something. It's like you got to pick your battles, and that's not one
Hey,
that I
Sarah.
felt was even warranted or worth it or worth my
Right,
time. But
right.
if I'm going to be called out in a stream, that, and I able to deal with that fine, right? Like you want to call my name, whatever. Everybody can go back and forth. You're a bitch, you're an asshole, you're this, you're that, whatever. But calling out Gemini and calling her the queen of Narcan as if it's some kind of bad thing is quite gross. It's gross. And it tells me how a person is. Gemini doesn't deserve that. She has taken on, since Mims passed, this campaign, you know, I call it the campaign, and it's so wonderful of getting everybody to have Narcan on
She
them.
saved a
And it's
life, actually. It
already,
saved a
it
life. It
saved
saved
a
a life.
life already. And it's been said on a panel, and it has, she has with her, you know, she said if it, whomever it was, I'm not going to name the person, said that if they didn't have the Narcan on them, the person in the bathroom, it was a total stranger in a bathroom that
Yes.
she happened to be in, slumped over. She did the Narcan. She had to do it twice, and it saved that person's life. At least she was breathing on the way to the hospital.
Yes, yes.
So, you know, how can you like queen a Narcan? What the, like, nobody wants to be called that.
I know. I just think that people are upset, and I get being upset. I get, you know, you don't like somebody. It brings up all the old feelings of anything they've ever done to you. But what we have to remember is that when we start coming after subscribers like that, it's never ending. It's never ending, and it's unfair. And that intimidation, like you're reading, you know, having subscribers worry that their comments will get read out in a chat or shown on the
Yes.
screen. It may work momentarily, but then it backfires because people get upset and they get
It gives you
frustrated.
content for one stream. The next stream, if you keep doing that, and then if say the other content creator decides to flip the script and starts reading
I hear
your
you, Duchess.
comments, I mean, anybody can do that. And I
Right.
don't care. Anything I say, I know is public and I stand on.
Well, me
And
too.
like I've said before, either I'll feel sorry that I said it and it was a moment and I'll say so, or I stand on it. And I'm sorry, but when I say that Lindsay did it to me, I stand on that because it's fact. And if you have a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you, but it's a fact that happened. There were a lot of people who saw it. And I was a mod, you know, for Sipping Tea with Joe. And it was a very, like, I was one of her first mods. It was a very regular occurrence that Lindsay would be called out by someone in chat for talking shit on them somewhere else. And we would have to break up a fight and tell them, quit it, like, stop, like, this isn't the place. It happens so often. And Amy Lou was sharing, just dropping links to places that people could see that Lindsay has done this for a long time. And I think Lindsay would be fine if she would quit trying to, I guess, because she doesn't even necessarily have a beef with a person. I think she
that she doesn't necessarily have bad intentions either. Like so I don't have. I'm saying it again because people like to act as if me and JJ are conjoined. We're not. We have very different opinions. We respect each other. We will always have each other's backs. Always, no matter what, no matter right, wrong, or indifferent. I could say CUNT. Da 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 da. She'll publicly be like, yeah. Behind the scenes, she'll probably smack the shit out of me, but publicly, she's gonna have my back and vice versa.
Always.
We don't share the same opinion. We don't, none of that, right? Sometimes we do. Most of the time we do, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah, most of the time.
Right.
But sometimes, we feel differently about things, and that's okay.
Right. And the way we handle situations is different. I tend to see things differently. I tend to take a lot into consideration, and I don't think that Lindsay ever has any bad intentions. I think that she, like Eddie Brunner says, doesn't think before she speaks. She speaks with emotion a lot.
She wants to get along with everybody. She wants to feel a part of something.
Right, she'll be in the chat and be in the moment and agreeing and all of that. And then and listen, she's a disabled person. I'm not putting her business out there. She said this herself. And she's lonely. She's alone most of the time. So I take that into consideration too. Being disabled and being alone most of the time. And when Covina hit and then having this camaraderie with people, I get that. So I would never bash Lindsay, and JJ's not either. JJ didn't dog.
I've never done that. No.
People have the right to their opinions. If they don't like Lindsay, they have the right to their opinions. And people that love Lindsay, they have the right to those opinions. People have the right to their opinion. That's what I don't understand. People want to scream it from the rooftops. People have the right for their opinion unless they disagree with you. I always say I'm okay with people disagreeing with me. I'm okay with
Mm-hmm.
that. We don't have to, you don't like me. Okay, I'm good. Never fucking with you again in life. I'm good with that. I won't come in your
Right.
circumference. Like you only have to nudge me and let me know I'm not welcome there. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna, crash a party and shit. That's not
Right.
my thing. Listen, you ain't
Never.
gotta kick me out. I could get the little inclination. I'm not welcome. Peace. I'm gone. That's it.
Exactly. 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 And I think, for me, and you know how I feel about whether it's mentally or physically handicapped,
Yeah.
my parents were both. My mom's still alive, thank God, and I hope she is for a very
God
long
bless
time.
her.
But
Yes, God bless
she's got a lot of brain damage
her.
from a
Yes.
fire she was in,
Yes.
and my dad was very physically handicapped. So I grew up with that. I grew up with having to help them. I grew up with having to help them in stores or wherever, count it, whether
Yeah.
even like little things like counting money or helping my dad reach things from a
Yes.
grocery shelf or whatever the case may be. So I think that's why I allow like I give
I get it.
certain
I get it.
allowances, especially someone like Lindsay, and that's why I've never gone off when I could have. I could have, and I would have been like justified. Even Joe would have had my back then because it was ridiculous. It was all the time, and she was always being called out for it, and then would deny it, even when shown proof. It'd be like,
Yeah.
nope, nope, I didn't say that. I didn't do it. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
so and I get where it was coming from. However, my issue is if somebody calls her out because she was wrong, you can then not make Lindsay the
Yes,
victim.
Patty. Yeah. No.
Victim.
Right.
She's
Right.
not. I'm sorry. I've
Right.
seen it. It wasn't, SoFlo or Jules or I didn't even know exactly what happened. I just
I missed
heard she
it
was
too.
talking crap or
I
talking
missed it
behind. I'm
too.
like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, well that's Lindsay. That's what she does. I knew it
Right.
right away. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Amy Lou and anybody, Patty Brunner, Patty was there. Patty
And
remembers being in those
Patty
chats.
loves Lindsay. She loves Lindsay.
Yes,
Patty's
yes,
the
yes.
kind of person that can see the forest for the trees. She
Mm-hmm.
loves who she loves, and she's very respectful, but she's also very honest. You know.
Yes, yes.
I
And
wanted
I
to say,
I love
I'm sorry.
Patty.
Oh, Patty, that's yeah. Patty has my
She's
heart.
the best, man. She loves who she loves, and she's like hardcore and like totally supports people that I just
Yes.
cannot support, but I love her for it, and I would never hold it against her.
No, me
That's
either.
her
She's my
right as
friend.
a
She's my
grown ass
friend.
adult to
Yeah.
like and support who she
Right.
loves.
Oh my God, who would have, boom, mind blown that we can support different people and still
I
have a
know.
mutual respect for each other. And
Right.
but anyway, I wanted to say something to Denise and then to JFit. Denise, I agree with you. I think that right. I felt like that too when I had my members only. I didn't understand why people wanted to see my members only so bad. I didn't understand it. And there came a point where I was like, have at it.
Right.
See it, watch it. I don't care. I'm gonna talk my crap. I know it's not private. I know that, you know what I mean? If I want anything to be kept private, I will talk privately to my friends. And when I realized that it is what it is, it kind of removed that power from the people that thought they had, like there was community posts, I have, your members only are being sent to me in my email. I was like, and okay. And that power is gone. Like I don't care. I stand by what I say. I'm saying it in a members only because some people want you to publicly say their name and because it'll push traffic towards their channel. And I was doing it to be petty because I know they get mad that it's done behind a paywall. I know all these things. I know how YouTube works. And so I can do what I want in my members only. I can talk about whatever I want as long as I'm not breaking TOS. I'm not doxing people. I'm not morally going against my principles. I wasn't. I was being petty. I was talking shit. I was venting all of that. And I knew it wasn't private. I knew people were there just to hear it and send it to the appropriate people. I don't care. And I think that's when it loses that power, when people know that it's going to bother you and it's going to get you to that place, they're going to continue to do it. That's the motivation. And when it no longer serves that purpose, when you say, I don't care, it kind of loses that power. So I think that's important. And JFid, I have been seeing it's made a big deal. Several of us got called out. So because I tried to de-escalate that chat with humor by saying, "Come on, bees, let's fly," I'm in a cult, deserve to be called out, made fun of. Yeah, fuck you. And I think that
What?
it's because we're the hive, right? Which
Oh
is, you know,
Christ.
just Jules is uses the B filter. Um, we're called the hive. It's all just a matter of fun. There's so many people that have their little community and they have like a nickname for their community. Mine is the canceled sweetie pies. Like that is just
Jessica Kent, Ride or Die Crew. Like
exactly.
it's.
It's a thing. People do that,
Mhm.
and it was a play on words because people are always like, "Oh, the hive, the hive." That is how people associate people that are in Jules' chat, people that are her supporters, people that are her members. So Jay Fid said, "Let's fly, bees, let's fly," as a joke, but as a statement as well, and it's being made into this big thing. We're in a cult. We're all symbiotic, and I could tell you, I think for myself, and a lot of other people think for themselves. And until a personal boundary of ours is crossed, we have the right to support whomever we want. And there was a long time where I allowed certain intimidation. People used to email people about me. People had a lot of
Yeah.
nerves emailing subscribers and other content creators. "Oh, why are you in Selfie's chat? Why do you support Selfie?" And for a moment, it worked. But then those people became irritated. Like, who do these people think they are? And, for a minute, it
Yeah.
worked with me. Like, they stopped supporting me or they stopped coming into my chat. They still watched. But after a while, they realized it says more about the person emailing you, DMing you, questioning you as an adult about who you support, why you're in a chat. It's a little creepy that somebody's watching you that hard and thinks that they have the right to question you to that level. And
Yes.
like I said, it may work for a moment, but it wears off and people get upset. And I refuse to allow myself to be intimidated. I go where I want. Again, judge me for what I say. If I'm in the chat and I'm calling you out your name, I expect you to give me that same energy. But just because I'm in a chat and I'm trying to diffuse it, I don't say shit because if I like you, I like you. I'm not a fraud. Like Fid said, she's not the mole. She's not recording shit. I don't do that. You don't ever have to worry about me secretly
JFid
recording.
would never,
She would never do
never,
that. She would never do that.
never. That
No,
would
she
be the
would never.
last person on my damn list. JFid is loyal, and and I can appreciate that. I consider myself to be a loyal person too. Until you do something
Hi,
to
Kentucky lady.
me, or one of my very good
Hi,
friends,
Shay.
like Cindy or Caddy or Bliss, there Teresa, like there's a Miranda, there's a lot of people. Like if somebody's gonna mess with them, like there's obviously something really wrong with the person messing with them, because they're not those kind of people, and it's really upsetting. Gemini, hey girl,
I
she's
wanted to say,
here.
I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, Taiwana. Hi, sweetie. She said, "I was blocked in Jules' chat until she could have shown proof of who recorded her. That name should have never been
Mm,
said. I have never spoken on," and I'm sorry. And
yeah, I'm
all I
sorry.
can say is that I'm sorry that that happened to you. I didn't do it, but I understand. And I think that that was also the point for everybody to be questioned or everyone to be looked at as a possible person that could be doing it, even though there were people doing it for whatever reasons, whatever, right? We can feel our certain way. And I'm sorry that that happened to you, but I also understand her not feeling like she can trust anyone, which must be
Yeah,
a horrible feeling to not think you can trust anyone. And like I said, until you come to a point where you're like, F it, I'm gonna say it here. And I get it. She wanted a space to be able to talk about family and all this other stuff. And
hmm,
it's a hard place, but you have to realize, okay, so I'll have this little IG and we'll only talk about family with a few people. It sucks that you have to do that, but it's just the world we live in. When there's people that don't like you, they're going to seek out to do things to trigger you. And
yeah.
that's a bad thing that I've seen. And I think Kenlin said it, if I'm not mistaken. Um, she's never sought out to destroy anyone. Neither have I.
Never. Right.
Target somebody to hope to push them to a breakdown. And if somebody, says otherwise, please show me where I've ever done that. All my lives are up. Please show me where I've ever targeted somebody to the point of hoping that they harm themselves or
Well,
being a bully to somebody. No, you got something to say to me and I feel inclined to respond, I'm going to respond.
right.
But so I'm sorry that happened to you. And this is why you have to get to a point. I'm at a point where I no longer care. People that support me are going to support me. You're going to see me for who I am, an imperfect person that's going to make mistakes. And either I'm for you or I'm not for you. And people
You
have the
can't
right.
convince people. You can't.
Yeah.
There is no like begging people, wait, just see me for who I am. Like I'm one of probably the biggest when it comes to that. And that's not a narcissistic thing. I don't love
Just
to
another
say,
truth.
hey, people think the worst of me,
Yeah.
but they do until maybe they get to know me a little bit. And then they realize I'm nothing like what other people may have told them, because those people got it from someone else who got it from someone else who got it from someone
Yeah.
else. And it
Yeah.
sucks that happens. You can
It
only
does
be
suck.
yourself and not say it. You got to show.
You have to show it. And it takes
You
time.
have to.
And like just like with just another troll, guys, we used to go at it for a long time. We were going at it. And we didn't even
Yes.
really know each other. We didn't. And now she's
Nope.
like one of my favorite people. She's funny as hell. That's just like with Yaya. Funny women that have this amazing sense of humor, have huge hearts, but we just were supporting people and took things took their ideas and their feelings and internalized them. And this is why when we say we've learned from taking other people's feelings and making them our own and making their opinions our
Yes.
own, we no longer do that. And because
Mhm.
we support Just Jules, it didn't mean we hated anyone else that she was fighting with.
Absolutely not. It didn't.
It didn't mean that. It didn't mean that
Mm-mm.
at all. And it's become that. It's become you have to choose. And I saw Lisa Ann say a lot of subscribers are lost that were just wish they could go to multiple chats and just
That's
enjoy
not
it.
fair.
And they
That's not
can't
fair
do
to
that
do.
anymore.
Well,
And
you
thus
can't, because if
everybody
you've
being
got
targeted, let them bring it on with me. Keep it off the subscribers. Keep it on me. I don't
and
care.
you can't say that though if you've got a content creator reading the chat out loud as part of their content on someone that they don't like, a content like going into Jules' chat and reading the comments, and a lot of times I understand where Jules is coming from. I do. When she wants to say something, she just says it. And look, I've been that way. I've been that way a lot in my life. However, I then realize that I need to just slow it down a little bit. And
Yeah.
especially with YouTube, I love Jules. I do. And I love her chat,
Hey,
but she's
Gemini.
giving the people that want to come at her content by losing it on someone, which I get. Listen, man, I want to lose it on Lindsay too, and she was in there a lot. And I'm just like, okay, I got to be civil, I got to be nice, I got to be an adult, and not say anything. So I never did. But I would, if there's anything at all that I wouldn't change anything else about Jules, other than that, I wish she wouldn't have like her as soon as she gets like sees something and then blows up at someone.
You
I
mean
wish she could
reactionary?
take like reactionary, very reactionary. I wish she could take like a little bit of time and just chill so she can, because she's intelligent. She's very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
There's no doubt about that. And her chat is a lot of fun. Nobody wants to be around someone who's miserable and arguing and hateful. Like, look, I would just like dare the 61 people that are in here right now. Think about it. Think about the creators that you go into. Do they make you laugh, or do they pump you up to want to be mad, to want to go at somebody? Because
Right.
that's a shitty feeling. And me, when I was a sub, before I ever touched a panel or ever recorded a video of my own, I thought about that, and I'm like, wow, I get really
Love you,
wrapped
Jen.
up in this, and I'm only seeing one side. Well, as adults, what we need to do is go look at all sides, and we need to be able to think for ourselves and not let somebody else tell us how we should be thinking.
And tell
And
us
I
what
don't
our opinion should be. I agree with
Yes,
you.
what our opinion should be and how mad. Like, am I supposed to be mad, that Gemini made a comment or that J Fid made a comment about Lindsay? No. Listen,
I
Lindsay's
get it,
no
J-Fit.
wilting flower. She throws a lot in there, a lot. She throws a lot. It is amazing to me that has never happened before, to be quite honest, because that's how much she does it. And those that are protecting her right now and so upset over how Jules reacted or any of us in chat, your turn's coming, because I've seen it over and over and over and over again. So good luck with that.
And people
I
are
wish you
saying,
lots of luck.
sorry.
No,
And
go ahead, babe.
no, and people are saying the same thing about Jules. But I wanted to say, Shay, I'm not gonna put your business out there, but I did see somebody. You have my deepest condolences. You and Megs have my deepest condolences. I will not put your business out there. I love you and
Absolutely.
Megs very, very much, and you have my deepest, most heartfelt condolences. So that's all I will say. I just had to say that. I wasn't sure. I wasn't gonna say it, and then I saw somebody in the chat say it. So I just wanted to tell you that, because there's no way I'm just not gonna say that to you. I love you guys very much. And I'm so, so sorry. Okay. And I'm not gonna say any more because I don't want to put your business out there any further. But I wanted to also say, people are saying that about Just Jules. They're saying, wait till it's your turn. She talks about everybody, to other people.
Yeah.
And to that I say, listen to me. We all have vented. We all get frustrated with people. We say things, and that's why it's important to keep those certain things private. Like, are you looking out for the person by telling them? Is it going to benefit them? Is it a deal breaker? Like if Jules says, "Oh my God, Selfie, has 4 necks," talks shit about me, or right, Selfie with her husky voice says that in DMs about me. Is that something that if I hear it will be a deal breaker for me? No, because I laugh at that. Like I remember Jules was like, "Did I hurt your feelings?" I was like, "Girl, no, that shit is funny as hell. I do have a husky ass fucking voice. Like I don't give a fuck." And I laughed at it. So is it going to help or hurt the person? Because if it's going to hurt them, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Do you feel like the crime was so egregious? And in certain situations, maybe it is. I'm not minimizing anybody's feelings, but I'm saying, is it worth it to hurt the person's feelings? Is it something that's a deal breaker? And if it's not, it's just petty. I won't do it. I won't do it. Like I know people get angry, they vent, they may feel frustrated, angry with me in the moment, and they may not feel that way. They just may have been. I may have gotten on people's nerves right now. I know I'm talking shit. People gonna be mad. They may, vent to somebody. Selfie so fucking annoying with her cowlick hair and all yada yada yada. Examples, and they may not truly feel or dislike me. They just were frustrated at me. So I don't, take things like that as serious. I understand that people vent. I don't need to know what people's private thoughts of me are. I don't. I don't all the time. Now, if they coming for my kids, passing pictures of my kids around, I need to know that shit. That's different.
Yeah. Oh, that's different. And
Longo, how are you,
think
beautiful?
about all of the things that we have found out and that has happened just over this weekend. And I say weekend as in like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today. Like,
yes.
Weekend kind of deal. Like a long weekend. All of the things that Cindy and I have found out. All I'll say is I have horrible patience. That's one of the worst things about me. And I know that. And I try to work on it. But it's difficult, man. I don't have patience. Like I want my shit, I want it now. Like I want to know something, I want it now. Like I want a pair of pants, I want it now. I don't want it 6 months from now. That kind of deal. And what happened with you and things that happen with bringing up one or two of your kids and not knowing who it was and then finding out has been what's it been, a year and a half?
It's been heartbreaking for me.
Long time. It's been a long time that we have not known, but we waited. Eventually, I promise everybody, all things come to light. The dirty doesn't stay hidden. It just doesn't. Things come out, it's come to light.
I get it.
And will Cindy do anything? Listen, I'm following her lead.
No.
I don't think she wants to. So
I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm not gonna, I want to speak to the person in private, alone, because that's how I choose to handle it, and that's what I want to do. I want to speak to the person in private and deal with it in private and let them know how I'm feeling. I'm not going to do a stream about them. I'm not going to blast them. First of all, it was a year and a half ago. For those who don't know, my son was targeted. They thought it was my minor son. My son was 17. He's now 18. My son became a target because we did a stream talking about a content creator that on YouTube, Ileana Brown, who is a young mom, but was doing things that we considered harmful. And so we spoke about it. We reacted to it. People became angry that we came for a young mom. And this throwaway channel appeared talking about us mom shaming and all this stuff. And in her comment section, she had people saying that they found my son and my son, like shaming my son and all this stuff. And they lied. They said, oh, and all I had to do was put in his music video to my intro, which is a lie. There was no video to my intro.
There's no video.
There's anywhere. No video. The song hasn't even come out publicly. So that was bull crap. People were looking up my kid through their social media. It was probably somebody, it was somebody who was friendly with me, had the ability to see my social media, yada, 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 and passed around pictures of my son, who they thought was my minor, was my 23-year-old son, who is an adult. Weed is legal here in Jersey, and he was smoking out of a weed pipe. My son was called horrible names. It was said he was smoking out of a meth pipe, all this stuff. I am a recovering addict, 22 years. Thankfully, my sons do not struggle with addiction, but if they did, I would still never shame my sons. I don't talk about my sons here. Their lives, whatever they go through, is not my place to talk about their lives here. So even if one of my sons were addicts, all of this, you would never know, because I would never talk about my sons. I don't talk about their medical issues. I don't talk about their lives, nothing. It's very superficial, the things I share, right? Like I just shared, my son smokes ganja. It's legal here because somebody tried to dox and shame my sons. So that was something that I shared because you're not going to do that. Anyway, I did a stream talking about the people that use these sock accounts to shame my kid. There was a content creator who was sent my son's info. She DM'd me. She didn't make a video. She didn't out it. She DM'd me and said, hey, this is not a thing. Here's this information this person shared with me. I did a stream about it, still on my channel. And in the last week, it was outed. Just somebody else. Anyway, it just more was outed. I'm upset because I don't come for people's kids ever, not privately, not publicly, not nowhere. I know for a fact that not one person on this whole of YouTube could ever provide proof of me sharing a kid's name, a kid's picture, a mom's picture, a family member, nothing. Even if things were sent to me in my DMs, that's where it stayed. I never sent it to somebody else. I never shared it with anybody else. None of that. Mm-hmm. So, and all I keep saying, I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not. Keep your shit with me. Don't come for my kids. That's my point. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, and that's why I wanted to take your lead on it. It was a bit heartbreaking and shocking. And people will say, "Oh, wait till Jules does it to you." Does what to me? What's the
Right.
worst she could
Just
do? Got
watch
on a
the
stream and curse me out for
right.
whatever. I don't do all the dirty
Right,
shit
Jules.
that a lot of other people do. I just don't. So there will never be proof of it. You can ask any of our friends. Ask them to tell you honestly, is that what we do? Ask Bliss
Yeah.
Chris, ask
Yeah,
Teresa,
Jason.
ask Miranda, ask Caddy. Caddy's been with us longer than anybody, and she is with us because she's
Maria.
not into all the bullshit and the behind the scenes and what people do. Like
Oh, thank
it's
you,
not
Chris.
okay to be sharing information. It's not
No.
okay to be sharing obituaries and all of these disgusting things and going for kids. And the reason people go for kids is because the majority of the time, if you're a good parent, that's your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
So that's what they go for.
Mm.
And it's not okay. It will never be okay. And I wish that people would just go ahead and ask people that, and I know there are friends, but I promise you, they're not liars. They're going to tell you if we've
Yeah.
done some shit. We admit our shit. We admit
Yeah.
it. We're like, damn, man, we went a little too hard. We need to apologize. But going too hard is not the same as doxing, looking people up. Like, I'm not fixing listen, I have LexisNexis, okay? I do. I hold the license to where I have that.
Yep.
Never, not even one time in 4 years have I put somebody's name that I didn't like or couldn't
I
stand or
agree,
even
Anne.
deserved to be outed
No.
in there to pull up their information.
Even when JJ
Never.
was doxxed. Even when JJ was doxxed.
Even when I was
We know the
doxxed,
name of the person and their info, and we never shared it. Never.
I could have given all kinds of info, all the juicy details that people would have loved
Just
to
do.
hear, and I just didn't.
Who
I
you
was
drive.
doxxed, and while it may have like stunned me at first, afterwards, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, so people know my name and my profession. Whatever, I mean, really, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? I have
They
attorneys.
can only
There's
do
not
it
much
once,
they can
right?
do.
They can only do it once to you.
Yes, they can
Yeah.
only do it once to me, and now I'm just like, all right, so what? People know my name, they know my profession, and what are you gonna do? I mean,
Right.
if anybody were to do anything,
What they gonna do?
and
Call
they're
your
not
boss?
yeah, please call me. I would love that. That
Call
would
her
be
and tell her
funny.
about herself. Like, what the fuck they gonna do?
Ma'am, I want to make a complaint
Hey,
about
Shampi.
JJ. I'm JJ. What would you like to
Yeah,
complain about?
exactly. Exactly.
That
It
would be
loses its
fun.
power. You can't call JJ about herself. She is the boss. So it's there's
Exactly.
no power there. You know what I mean? And I think that that's the thing. It's always done to intimidate. It's always done as a scare tactic. It's always done to silence people. It's always done to shut people up. And what crimes have we committed? Having an opinion that you don't like? So
But
fucking what? Don't watch
Sin,
me.
what
You don't like me? Don't watch me. Like, it's so people I don't like, I don't watch them. Puñeta. I don't go on crusades, like signing petitions. Well, I'm lying. I'm lying.
yeah.
I signed that
Yeah, I
petition.
signed John Yates. Sorry, I
Okay.
did.
Because I don't want
I
to
s-
lie. I did sign that cancel John Yates. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But that was the only one. Okay. So all right, hold that against me. And I don't regret it. I'm sorry. What were you
No.
saying, JJ?
I don't know, what was I saying? I
Sorry.
forgot. I'm all squirrely. I mean, hello. I can't keep my thought from 1 second to the next. It's
Exactly.
amazing. I get sentences out.
Right? I think we all saw, and it's just ridiculous. And hi, everybody that was putting your comments and waving at you guys, I see you. And
Yes,
I
we see
agree,
you.
Maria, your community posts were freaking hilarious. There was one where she's like has a baseball cap and she's hiding behind the produce. Girl, I nearly fell out. I choked. I choked, and I commented, "Peekaboo, I see you," because she's hiding. Estaba escondiendo, like, but I nearly fell out. I nearly fell out. I was like, and that's what we need, more laughter, make light of things. And I think that's what Jay Fid was doing. Roll out, bees, roll out. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not,
Right. I don't
it's
know why
not like
people
a
are so
hi,
bothered by
Granny
that. I think
phone.
it's cute, and everybody every channel that it, you know, does regular live streams and such,
That's
they have a
awesome.
theme. They do. They
Yeah.
have a theme. So what is the problem with her
It's
having a theme?
smart.
I
It's
don't
smart.
understand it. I
And we
love the
enjoy
Hive. I think
her.
it's cute.
Yes. It isn't the one trick pony like right? And
And
I listen. Sorry, go ahead. What?
I was just gonna say, you know, because I know Anne was listening and so was Maria, and
I love
I
Am.
love watching and participating in their live streams. I think they're a lot of fun. Oh my God. Sometimes I laugh my ass off. You know, sometimes my husband will be sleeping and I'm next to him listening to, you know, with my earbuds in, listening to a stream and I'm laughing
Right.
and he'll look over, what's so funny? Show me too. You know, like
Right.
and I love it, but to say I appreciate the fact that people have tried to come in there, at least recently that I've seen,
Yeah.
trying to get Anne and Maria to bite when it comes to trashing Jules. And I appreciate not like they're not going for that. They're
Yeah.
not biting,
Yes.
basically. They're not having it. And I
It makes it
appreciate that
so
a
much more
lot.
enjoyable for us. It makes it so much
Yes.
more enjoyable for us.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. Because I have to leave, and it's the
Yeah.
same if Jules, now that I'm really liking and enjoying Anne and Maria's, like if she started trashing the two of them, I would probably
But
exit
she
because I
hasn't
just don't.
either. They've been
And she
having this
hasn't.
common ground, and I think that it's so important. It's so important. You know, you don't have to be besties and get, decoder rings and the hearts that we're gonna share and shit. But it makes the subscribers
Mm-hmm.
feel welcomed in more places, and it shows people that we can put the petty shit aside. And I know that things in the past people feel slighted and all of that, but if one thing I've learned, one thing in the tragedy, I'm not going to say the name, I'm not trying to do any of that, but that tragedy has really opened my eyes to things that are important, seriously. and
Yes.
and I was saying it before that, but then when that happened, I don't want to fight with people. I don't want to fight with people. But don't get it twisted. You keep calling me. You keep summoning me. I have a limit too. But I don't want to fight with people if I don't have a beef with them or nothing. And me liking one person doesn't take away from the other person. Again, blame me for what I say out of my mouth. I am loyal to people. If I like you, I like you. You never have to worry. If I say I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I'm gonna pay you dust. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. I'm not gonna pretend I fuck with you if I don't. That's not a thing. That's fucking weird to me. I don't understand that. Like, why would I pretend that I fuck with you if I don't? I just won't come around you. Like this, I don't. I treat YouTube the way I treat my personal life. People I don't like, you think I'm gonna go around their house and just hang out with them? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. And that's how I feel like if I go in somebody's chat I don't fuck with. That's their house. I'm gonna go in there and be like, hey, give me some coffee. No, that's not a fucking thing. If I'm
Right.
around you,
I
I fuck with you.
feel like people just
Oh,
pick at
Christina Bernie.
things. You
What?
know, just like I feel like people pick at things, content creators. Sometimes it can be the subs, even, you know, rally or riling up a content
Yeah.
creator. It's not a good situation. It's not okay. Like, it doesn't make sense to
You
me
guys gonna make me
why
cry. Stop it
anybody.
in the
it
chat.
do-
Oh my
it
god,
doesn't
they're
make
so sweet.
sense to me why anybody would be like not want someone else's subs to come into their chat. I want everybody to feel comfortable in here, and
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
in my channel, but it's Cindy's, and
It
I
is
care
your
about
channel. Shut your
Cindy,
ass up,
and
JJ.
I care about Cindy, and I want her to do well, you know, with it. But
Yeah.
it's you know, I can only be
Yes,
honest, and I
yes,
think it's
Maria.
really messed up. I think it's messed up. I think it's messed up to call out subscribers. I think some people may have a hard on for me, and maybe like a handful of people. And of course, you know, I gotta be included in that. And Cindy, of
Yeah.
course, you're gonna be too because of your channel.
Yes.
And all I can say is, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't either.
Enjoy your life, girl. Enjoy it, because we're not over here sweating, worrying about the
No,
shit
I'm
you
not losing
say.
any
Like
sleep over it. I'm really
for
not.
me, it's got to be like third or fourth hand knowledge by the time I find out like what was said
Oh,
about me
thank
and
you,
why I.
Denise. Sorry for becoming a
Oh,
member.
oh,
Sorry.
I
She's a
have no clue
canceled
why
sweetie
JJ.
pie. Oh, and wait,
I have
somebody
no.
did 5 memberships. Oh my God, who did that?
Oh, that's so
Christina
nice.
Bernie, thank you. Just Jules was gifted. Rhinestone
Yay.
Cowgirl, Fancy Feast, Lolly and Pops,
Woohoo.
and Slick Fits. Yay! Congratulations and thank you, Christina Verney. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for becoming a member, Denise. You are now a canceled sweetie pie. And
Yeah, you guys are gonna love our members only. When we get
they're
back
fun,
on
I
a
think.
regular schedule, you guys are gonna have fun. Yeah, we love our members only. We get to talk a little bit more shit, and we listen. We know that other people can hear it. We realize that some may screen record. We're not
We
stupid,
know.
okay? There's just a difference. They cannot commentate on it. So you know, they could say whatever we said in a
We
members
know they can
only, and I
see
don't
it.
care.
They just
Yeah,
can't
it's
plaster it all over YouTube. I don't care if they see it and smoke is coming out of their ears because they're so mad. I stand by it. But they can't plaster it with my crooked ass glasses all over YouTube and put me in thumbnails. That's like the mwah, mwah, love it. You know what I mean? Hey, Stormy Rivers, how are you, show? Ready, bye.
Caddy, I don't know why either, man. I must have like
Thank
the
you.
face or the
Thank you.
voice that people are like, that bitch. We're gonna come at her because she
Right,
didn't
canceled.
exist.
Yes.
I swear to God.
This is the canceled, and it's true. You can only be canceled if you allow yourself. No, 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 no. Wait. Now, if you're doing, Colleen Ballinger, canceled, canceled,
Oh
canceled.
God, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
otherwise, you're not doing things with children and stuff. You can only be canceled if you allow yourself to be canceled. You understand?
That's right.
You
That's
have to
right.
have that victim mentality. That victim mentality is not a thing with me. I'm nobody's victim unless you come
Mm-mm.
to my house and then, I'm calling 911 after my sons take care of you. But I'm not a victim to anybody. I have a mouth on me.
No, and
I
you've grown
said things.
you've
What?
grown like leaps and bounds since I met you with YouTube. Like, if somebody were like, Cindy's not nice, like it would hurt Cindy to
Yes,
the
girl.
core.
My skin was
To
as thin
the
as a sheet of
core.
paper. I was like,
And mine wasn't as thin,
no,
but let me tell you, when you got a lot of people coming at you, it
I had
is
a lot of
hard, and
people
you
though,
do break
JJ.
down. And I've had a lot of people come
JJ's
at
had
me,
a
and
lot of
now
people coming at me. At her.
yes, and why? Why? I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
I don't even know. But
Because
okay,
you're
come at
aggressive.
me.
You're an aggressive, angry
I'm
Puerto
aggressive.
Rican.
That's me. That's me. I'm an angry Puerto Rican. Let me take my big hoop earrings off and
I'm telling you.
lace up my
But they're
sneakers.
liars. This is who JJ is. They're disrespectful. Don't be talking about my monk. Don't be
Disrespectful.
talking about her that way.
But god dang monk, that's me, y'all. That's me. I'm wearing that right now.
This is JJ.
All I
Right?
do, I eat in silence, and then I go pray with my friends, and then I go to the library and I read the Bible,
Exactly.
and
Put some
then
respect on our name.
and then I go to sleep at like 7 o'clock because that's when monks go to sleep, 7
Right.
p.m. And then I'm up the next morning,
Oh,
to like
Virgie, what'd you
harvest the
do?
grapes for the wine. I tell you, monk life is the way to be. The worst part is you have sex. No sex when you're a monk.
Yeah.
It
Oh my
sucks.
God, so many milestones. Sorry, JJ. Look, Stephen Crisco's been a
Woo.
member for 8 months. This is my safe space.
Yay.
Bliss Chris has been a member for 8 months. Heading into fireworks, up to fireworks with the fam. Love you, ladies. Love you too, Bliss. Have
Woo.
fun. Caddy's been a member for 8 months. Love my girls. Virgie gifted 5 memberships. And Graham, Mikey,
Yay.
Sherry, Kat, the U.S. Navy vet, and Katie Ray. Yay, we're gifted. Congratulations to all of you guys. I've missed
Yep.
my Kat, the U.S. Navy vet. And Patty Brunner's been a member for 8 months. This is a safe and loving place. Thank you. This is truly a community. Thank you. And Jay Fit, a member for 8 months. JJ, girl, stop it. Thank
I
you,
don't
JJ.
know, Ann Graham. I mean, Ann Graham says, can you have sex with yourself though, JJ, if you're a monk? I think,
I don't know. Is it a
they
sin?
might
Is it a sin?
they might throw me out of the Abbey, but I got some toys, girl.
Right.
Okay. If you
Right.
need to know about toys and which ones work good and oils and all that, I'm your girl. I'll hook you up.
JJ,
I know all about it.
into Sephora selling that stuff. I didn't know that before. I'm not. Listen, we talk about that in members only. Guys. Members only. My sons are not here when I do members
That's
only.
right. Members only, damn it.
Members only. We talk. Y'all might want to see. I was talking about some plugs and anyway. Let me shut the hell up. But
Oh my God, that was the funniest.
thank you, JJ. You gifted 10. So happy being me, Lee, Lauren Marie, Midnight Blue, Terry Lynn, Cassandra Cook, Sweet Pea 70, Banana Hammock, Peace and Cues, and Feel the Love. Oh, thank you, JJ. That was so kind.
Thank you
Yeah, thank
guys.
you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys have been very kind, and I really appreciate you guys just being here, hearing us out, because there's some people that when I sit here, I'm not full of shit. I'm not full of
No.
shit. Neither is JJ, of course not. We're not full
No.
of shit. When we say we're trying to stay out of the bullshit, we still have the right to an opinion. We still have the right to give our opinion. But I haven't been dogging people. Even when I was in Just Jules, I love Just Jules. Like I fucks with her. I don't know why people are so upset by that. I fucks with Marie and Ann. And Just Jules has never side-eyed me and made me feel some kind of way. Even
No.
before she was given, the Geneva thing about, the terrible thing. I would go into Anne and Maria's and I was never treated any different. And that's, I think, what's important. I've never gone in there and acted like I had a cloak of invisibility, gone in there and like, yeah, fuck Just Jules, be these nuts or something. You know what I mean? Like, and then come
And
back
then
to Just
deny
Jules.
it.
Right. And then go
deny
back to
it.
Just Jules, like, girl, oh my God, you are the bee's knees. Never do that. That's weird. And I've never done the same. I've never done that either to Anna Maria. I've never called Maria out of her name. I've never called her that M-O-M-O
No.
thing. I thought that was
No,
gross.
me neither. I've never done that. Nope.
Never done that. That's just not my thing. So it's about judge me for how I treat you. Judge me for how I treat you. And there's people I don't like, and I make no bones about that. Like there's people, the 4%, well now it's 5% of the people on YouTube that I don't like are blocked on my channel. Like they're blocked on my channel for a reason.
Had to up the percentage.
Yeah,
but that's sad. That's sad that you even have to do that. And it's sad that people want to pick fights because you support some. That's so weird. Let me tell everybody right now, if you're in here and you're a content creator, I'm going to go where I'm going to go.
Right.
And there ain't nothing you're going to tell me differently. Now, if you don't want me in your channel and you're going to, block me, then hey, it's your channel and you absolutely have the right to do that. And I'm not going to bash you for it. That's your right.
I'm not going to come here and put you on blast because you chose to block me or because you don't like me. Like, that's weird as well. Like, I'm not going to cry myself to sleep because somebody blocked me or doesn't like me. I prefer to know. Thank you for letting me know. That way I ain't got it. You know what I mean? Like, I swear it's just so weird to me. Like, people who don't like me, is all good. You're entitled to your feelings. I'm not going to target you because you don't like me. That's just weird. Like, I'm of the mind I could just move away silently. I'm good people I don't fuck with, I don't like. I'm good never seeing you again in life. Never. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not seeking you out. I'm not watching your content. I put do not recommend this channel, please. I don't want to hear your voice. Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
We've been there. And even currently, people who continue, like, it's like our names are just, I don't know, like ingrained in their brain to say shit. We're like, what? What do we have to do with this? How are we thrown in?
I saw a new channel made a video about all of us. It has us in the thumbnail and it says class in session. And it has Duchess. It has Duchess like in front of the class. It has Lindsay. It has, let me see. I thought that shit was hilarious. I was like, hey, I feel left out. These are all the mods. I'm not even a mod on Just Jules. So it has it has Duchess, then it has Vixie, Missy, me, Butterfly Kisses. It has Lindsay, Lisa Ann, Jay Fid, and I don't know who this person is in the front. And then it says the hive, right? And then it says right here, Cindy, question mark. Like, why are you singling me out all the time, puñeta? And then it says,
Really?
episode one, come
Wow.
on, bees, let's fly. Like, why though? Why though? Like, what have I ever, like, it's, and you know what? It's, I thank you for using a flattering picture. At least they didn't use a picture with my glasses crooked like every fucking body else. So
Am
I
I in that one?
no,
Is
you're
it a
not.
good
Why
picture?
you didn't put
Oh,
JJ? You're fucking
yes.
conjoined. JJ was her picture
Thank
was right
you.
next to mine with us
It's
stuck
about
together.
time.
Disrespectful. Hi, baby.
Usually I'm in it. I'm so happy. I'm not happy that you're in it or any of our friends, but I'm happy I ain't in it for a change. Damn, man. What the hell?
I
I
mean,
get thrown into
listen, I
shit I
think
know nothing
it's
about.
pretty hilarious. It, I saw it on Reddit, and they already like are speculating at who it is, and the reasons made sense. Like, you know, the three pictures they showed, I ain't gonna go there because you know what I mean. I'm like dog pounding on motherfuckers. But I see you, girl. I see you. You still running that mouth, but it's all good. Have fun, have at it. I don't give a fuck.
Girl, you gotta tell me. You gotta like message me because I don't know anything about this. I went to my son's barbecue. He bought a house back in the end of March, and now it
Right.
was just the first time that it was like a housewarming 4th of July thing. And then we
I know
had to
me
get
too.
back before it became dark
You know.
because for days now, everybody with the fireworks. I'm like, you guys might as well like set $100 bills on fire because that's what you're
Oh, that
doing
was
right now. Like,
Jules. Oh, that's just Jules. Jules, you look beautiful in that picture. Oh, that's just Jules right there. Look at her.
mm,
Oh, you look
got
beautiful
that.
in that picture, just Jules. Okay, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Sorry, okay. Listen. Okay, look at
They
the
did it to me,
positive. They
Jules.
use nice pictures of us. Even
They
though
did
it's
it to me
creepy,
too.
my
They
picture's old too, JJ. That picture that they used is a very old avatar. I don't even know where they got that
wow.
picture from. It's super.
Yeah, I struck a channel
You know where
because
they
they
got it
used a
from? My
picture.
fucking IG. My fucking IG. An old picture from my IG.
Wow. Yeah, that they tried that with me. You know, they
Ooh.
used an old picture of me, and I just struck it because it's not a picture that I use on YouTube or IG or Twitter or anywhere really. So I struck it, and yeah, they had to remove it because I don't play when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't, you know, I know that that was an old picture of me from a few years ago, but I've never, I don't know, I think that's really from an old, and you know what? I'm not angry about it. I'm a little weirded out by the old picture. I'm a little weirded out, but it's all good. Thank you for that. You know, whatever. It is what it is.
Jules, yes, YouTube says you can. I did it as a privacy strike, and I won that.
Yeah,
So
because it was an old picture, right,
it
JJ?
was in a, yes, and it wasn't a picture that I use anywhere like
On
like
social media.
online for YouTube, or like I've never shared it on Twitter or anything like that. So
On
yeah,
Reddit,
I
on
sure.
Reddit, Sherry, on bottom
Yep.
feeders. It's a channel that used that picture as a thumbnail
And
for a
I
stream.
hate to do that. Like, I don't want to strike anybody. But if you're going to be so grimy as to
That's bull.
go,
Bull.
digging into me to find, a picture, look, everybody's seen me. Everybody's seen me on Cindy's channel. I've been on camera before.
Yep,
A
yes,
lot
you.
of times I don't because, listen, I got a very serious skincare regimen.
Yes,
And after a certain time, the bra comes off, and I'm
I
fixing my
get it.
face with all the skincare and everything.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to come live. I'm not trying to come a mess. No, ain't
No,
doing that.
I get it. Me too. Because after I come live, the first thing that happens, hair goes up, makeup,
Mm-hmm.
I go melt it off, and I clean my
Right.
face, and it's all off. Like, so I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. This morning I went on codes. I had sunglasses. It was early in the morning. I didn't have any makeup on. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of my weight. I did a members only 2 streams and I showed a full length body picture. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I was 100 pounds. I'm not, and even for people that are overweight, so what? So what? We shouldn't be shaming people for what they look like, all of that.
No.
For what?
Mm-mm.
Because the people that always judge are the people that look worse. I don't judge people for what they look like. If I think you're a
No.
shitty person, you're a shitty person. And I have no issues in that department. So I'm not worried about what people online think of me. I really don't care. Yes, Cindy, yes, all this, yes, yes, bitch. Have 5 kids and try to look like me. Then come talk to me. Okay? So I don't care. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. But it's okie dokie. So that's all I wanted to say about that. But they're gonna be fireworks soon, so I'm gonna get off because I want to go eat, and I'm hoping that they won't be fireworks too close because I don't want Stormy to get scared. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Mhm. Yep. I got my
Exactly.
Bella.
Just I don't like them coming after the subscribers. Again,
No.
I'm a creator, you could keep it on me, come for me for whatever crime you think that I've committed solely because I support people you don't like. Again, when I haven't said anything about any of those people um in any of the chats, I haven't said nothing. I haven't said shit because I don't have any feelings one way or another. I don't. You know what I mean? But you're not going to try to intimidate me into not supporting who I support. And I don't
I
care.
know.
Oh, just
I
Jules,
know.
wait till it happens to you. Again, like JJ said, what is she gonna do? Say that I'm a bitch? Just Jules didn't like me when she first met me anyways. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like I'm not worried about that. We're adults and it
They
is what it
act like
is.
it's our spouse if we support somebody. How dare you?
I
Like
know.
as if we're like getting it on with the person. Like
I
stop
know.
it. We like their content, we like their
Exactly.
chat. That's
Exactly.
where we're going. It's just that simple. And if people stopped with the whole, oh, I can't believe you were there. I can't believe I seen you here. I saw you there. Blah, da, 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 da.
Exactly.
I
Right.
can tell you now, I'm going wherever the fuck I want. And anybody that has a problem with it, well, then
Are
block
they?
me from your channel because I'm
Yeah, that's
going
it. Just
where I
block
want.
me. Just block me.
It's just that
Wait,
simple.
I'm laughing. I lost signal, screen locked my phone with the stream still running, and signal came and I heard your voices in my it scared the crap out of you, Gemini. That is hilarious. Girl, you can never escape us, girl. You're stuck with us for life.
Gemini's having a good old time right
She's on
now. She's
vacation.
on
She
the
deserves it.
water.
She deserves it.
Yeah,
Just like
she's
just
having
another
a
troll
great
is on
time.
vacation. That's a beautiful thing. That's
I
a
know. I
beautiful
hope they're
thing.
having an amazing time.
Yeah.
I went to my son's barbecue housewarming thing. That was a blast. He was a very good host. And my child has 4 chickens in a very suburban area.
Nope, I haven't, Patty. I really haven't. Yeah. And
It's
that's
weird.
awesome. My son is a little upset. He was supposed to go out tonight, and it is what it is. But
Right, Caddy? We haven't even, like, these people, we've not even talked about them
we
privately.
haven't.
Yet,
We
Savage
haven't.
is going to call me out? Like, nah, girl, you owe me an apology
Okay, thank
for
you.
cursing me out when I wasn't the one in your chat. I
Yeah,
wasn't. I don't know what
exactly.
you got to do to prove that, but I guess you need to do it. And the whole, oh, I thought she was cooler. Like, is it because I get up on panel with Cindy that she feels comfortable to call me out? I don't understand because what I said about Cindy wasn't, or I mean, about Lindsay wasn't a lie.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
And it
It was
wasn't
the truth.
cruel. It wasn't cruel. You didn't call her out her name.
Nope.
You know,
Nope.
you have the right to your opinion, and that's it, and that's all.
And
And
that's not even yes, and I have a right to my opinion, but this wasn't even an
Go ahead.
opinion. This was something that
It was fact.
happened
It was fact. Yes, it did happen.
factually.
It did happen. Yes. And you had the right to speak about it. And Missy also, I love Missy, and I hope she's okay. I just
Too,
think we need to
Missy too.
stop.
Yep.
We need to stop.
Missy was the other one. Dang
Yeah,
it, I
keep the
forgot. Yep.
issue. Like you've made your point, and I feel that way too. Like if I've ever addressed something, I make my point in a video or in a live, really, and I move on. I'm not gonna come and do it every single time because I know how that feels. We've had videos made about us over and over and over, and like tag team, like you go now, Yeah, you go now. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, even though I don't watch it. It doesn't affect me now. I don't care. Say what you want.
No, but our friends do, and they
But
will
our
come to
friends
us
do.
and be
It
like,
affects them.
and
It
listen,
affects them.
our friends, if it's something important, they will tell us, like something that
Exactly,
we need to
Gemini.
know, if it
Exactly.
has something to do with our kids or whatever, and they'll tell us, otherwise, I just keep hearing
Yeah.
about my name keeps being like, why? I'm pretty insignificant over here on
Me
YouTube.
too. What the
Why?
freak?
Why
What the
me?
freak? Right?
Like, what the hell did I
They
do?
always talking about selfie. You ain't get nobody in her chat
I
yet.
guess I
I
guess it's
love
because
everybody in my chat.
maybe we said, like, if you're gonna
Denise.
force me to choose, then you chose for me and it's gonna be the other person. I don't know, because I was a supporter of
Yeah.
Savage. I was. And I thought she was funny, and I thought her skits on Jen Bailey were funny.
Yeah.
However, it got to a point where then Jen Bailey went to jail. Even before that, even before she went to jail, I'm just like, oh my God, this girl, like, there's something not
Oh,
right. And it
wow.
was crazy and it was hard to look away from. But when
Yeah.
it came down to like trashing her hardcore, like, I couldn't get down with that, I guess. And I guess that maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here. I have no idea why. And I looked at her as I looked at Savage as a Jen Bailey parody
Right.
channel.
Yeah.
And it
She's
was
good at it.
funny.
She's
But then
funny.
Jen
Yeah.
Bailey went to jail, and you lose interest in that stuff. And it seems like now she has a new target, which is Jules, and whoever supports Jules that she feels comfortable calling out. Well, I'm not a punk, okay? I'm not. And please don't take my kindness for weakness, because maybe you've never saw me at a 10 before, but I can get there. I
Yeah.
promise you.
I don't
A
want to see
few
you
people
there.
probably
No,
have.
no, no.
I
Don't
think
go there.
Patty, I know Cindy has seen me at a 10.
Yes. Yes, I
That
have. Yes.
It's not a pretty picture. It's
No,
just
it's
not.
not. And it's
And
very rare that you'll get me at a 10. And I
very
don't,
rare.
yeah. And I won't let anybody get me there again on YouTube. Hopefully, never say never, but hopefully I won't give people that power over me. I won't. I know what triggers me, and people may know as well. And so I work on that every day. I'll talk to my friends, I'll vent, I'll flip out, lash out with my friends, get all those emotions out so that I don't come
Yes.
and bring it here. And that's how I deal
But
with it.
could you imagine, Cindy, like us well, I can't even say can you imagine, because this has happened to
Because we've
us,
done it. Yeah.
where we lashed out, we were frustrated at something or didn't like something that somebody did, and all it took was one person to out it all. So you don't know who to trust. So I
Yep.
understand when
We've
Jules
been
said
there.
she
We've
doesn't
been
know who
there.
to
We've
trust,
had,
because
yes.
we've been there.
And that's
Yes,
why we
yes.
would never do that to anybody else. That's why we would
Mm-mm.
never do that to Just Jules, to anyone. We would
And
never do it
I
because we
can
had it
only
in us.
say, like, look at patterns, okay? If somebody has done it to other people, they're going to do it to you.
Exactly, Denise.
Chances are they're going to do it to you. If they've outed, you know, that would be like, oh my God, I would be fucking heartbroken. Like Patty or one of our girls, outing our private conversations of how we felt in the moment. That's
Yeah, when we were
horrible. That's
venting
like,
and sharing.
that's
Yeah,
so invasive and
yeah.
gross. You may not have even meant it that way, but you were frustrated in a
Right. And
moment.
it
That's
happens.
human nature.
It's human nature.
It
Yes.
is. It
Yes.
is. It's human nature. And I don't know, man. I think that people just need to think of their subscribers and think of, um, like, I love to have fun. I love to laugh. And if I see somebody who is always angry, like always combative, like ready for a fight or ready to pick on somebody, I want to stay away from those people. I do.
Definitely.
And I just want to say one last thing, and then Cindy,
We love
it's
you,
all
baby,
yours.
from VA. We love you. And you're not alone, mama.
No, you're
Sorry, go
not.
ahead.
You're definitely not alone. We're here for you too.
Yes.
It's Listen. Okay, if somebody shares only one half or one side of a conversation to shame someone else and doesn't put out what they said or did, I don't really care if you're mad that I think that that's a pussy ass move. And that's because, listen, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. And be mad at it, but it is my opinion that if you're trying to shame someone and you only put out what that person said, look, see what did that recently? And everybody was losing their minds.
Yeah.
But when it happened with Jules, it was like, it's okay because they were just outing what she says and does. None of it's okay. None of it. None of it. Because you got to be thinking about
excuse me.
If you hate a person enough to hurt an innocent party just to get at that person, you really need to reevaluate what you're doing online.
And JJ, I think that's so important that you say that, because there were times where we could have done that. We could have shown proof and screenshots,
yes.
all of that,
Yep.
to
Yep.
show that.
And we took a beating.
And we took a beating here. And we didn't do that because of the collateral damage, the other people that would have been hurt and harmed in that process. So it's not us sitting here patting ourselves on the back or on some moral high ground. We're speaking from experience. We're speaking from experience. So if we can come here and say we've learned from shit like that, and it's happened to us. We were beaten because of that. People was like, oh, Selfie and JJ is the worst of the worst of the worst, sir. And we could have shown, oh yeah, this is the truth. This is what happened. Look at this.
Yes.
And we didn't. And we didn't because the other people that we weren't aiming for would have got caught in the crossfires, and we didn't want to do that.
Yep. Because the person, some of our very good friends, and even one of our very good friends said, you know what, JJ, put it out there anyway.
Do it.
I'm sick of them calling you a liar. Do it now. Put it out there.
Carmencita.
Show them what they're saying. Carmencita's here. Hey, Carmen.
Yes. Hi, Carmen.
Our neighbor.
I miss her
our
so
neighbor.
Much. Yes.
I know. I miss her so much too. I miss you asking her for milk or sugar.
I know. I miss
the best neighbor ever.
Right? Carmen, when I moved, I had to get a job, girl. Couldn't get no more damn sugar.
Well, no, you've been working your ass off, so I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. You've been doing so good, and you're on your way to bigger and better things. So
yes, I'm happy.
And
I'm happy. I mean,
I miss you too, Carmencita.
Yeah.
I miss you.
Yes, we love you. We love you.
She's not even my neighbor, and I'm like, oh, Carmen. Every time I hear her name, I'm like,
she's amazing. So but things are good, and that's why I think that a lot of your personal life has to do with how you handle things here, because a few years ago I was so stressed out all the time that things affected me differently online. It did.
Yes, it
hit
did
harder. It just, and now a lot more.
It broke you at times. It broke you, and for me too. Can I say that I've never shed a tear over things that have happened online? No, I have. I've cried like a baby over things, over people thinking that I'm something that I'm not, because it's important to me. It's important to me to be kind to other people and not rip them to shreds over someone else's opinion.
Yeah. Like especially when you can't fight a negative, when people are saying things that aren't true about you, things that are true about me. I have a vulgar mouth. I'm a hypocrite. Yes, I am. I work to be better every day, but I am a hypocrite. I have biases. Yes, certain things. Yes. So things like that don't affect me that much, because I know, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. They're right. But when somebody's blatantly lying on you and assassinating your character, how can you disprove that? And it's hard and it's frustrating. But now,
and we've ignored a lot when people say untruths about us, because it's like, Are we gonna go on and be a CY and address every
Hell
single
no, that's a
thing
full-time
and
job.
make ourselves the victim? I
Yeah, no.
swear to God, they could just be like, I don't find her attractive, and she's gonna do a 4-hour stream about how
Telling you
beautiful
why
she
you're
is.
wrong, why she's the most
Yes.
beautiful. Beauty's in the eye of the
Yes.
beholder. You may not be everybody's type. Like, get over it. Why are you trying to convince
Yeah.
people that you're prettier than such and such, putting up side by sides? Like, that's weird. It's
It's so
attention
true.
seeking, it's pick me girl type shit. I don't care. You guys could think I'm butt ugly, yada yada yada. I'm not trying to date you. I don't care. Don't care. You know? I don't care. It used to
So
bother me.
true.
People was
Well,
like, she has
it is.
no neck. And then I was like, you know what? They're right. I have no neck. So I don't give a fuck.
You're,
I have
what
no
did they
neck.
call
They're
you?
right.
Edna? Edna, what was I? I don't even
You were
remember. What
Freddy
was I?
Krueger.
Oh,
Freddy
I
Krueger.
was Freddy Krueger. That's right. Yeah, I'm Freddy
Big
Krueger.
Edna
That's
and
me.
Freddy Krueger. Big Edna with a wig. At least they said I had hair. That's not Big Edna with a wig. But we're not starting trouble. We're not want to fight with the person that said it. We're over that shit. We could laugh at ourselves. It's not that serious. Like, you know what I mean? Little
So,
insults. Like,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've gotten some troll accounts, and man, I
hmm
had fun with them. They were hilarious.
yeah.
I had fun. I wish people would make more troll accounts on me. It's a blast. What was it? JJ's Diamond Dildo or
Yes,
Crystal Dildo
yes.
or something like that. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I want a diamond or a crystal dildo.
Right? Can I
Hell
be
yes, I
dazzle my
do.
toy? Yes, yes. It's time for fireworks. They're starting. But guys,
Yeah, they
listen,
are.
I'm gonna do a members only. I'm off tomorrow and Thursday. So either tomorrow or Thursday, I will have a members only. So all my members, we could come, we could talk our ish, have
Let's do
fun.
tomorrow.
We'll
Let's do
talk about our
tomorrow.
little bedazzled dildos. Stacy
Sure. Oh yeah.
Avocado, my girl. Hi,
They're not
beautiful.
crystal or diamond, but now I want one, damn it.
Right? I want one too. That shit might be painful. That you have to put it on display. Imagínate a bedazzled thing on display on a shelf. Oh my god.
Oh yes. I would display it. I would.
But
I'm
I hope
proud.
you guys have a safe 4th of July. I hope you have a great
Yes.
time. Oh, I love you, Carmencita. I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna come see you Thursday. I'll be there Thursday, Mama. So I will see you
Yes.
Thursday if you're not working. I will be there Thursday. Hi, Megs. Megs, I love
My
you.
Megs,
Um,
Megs, we love you. We're
yes,
thinking of you and your mom and your whole
we are.
family and
Yes,
praying.
we're praying for you guys. You're in our thoughts and our prayers, Megs. We love you, and we will keep you in our prayers. I gotta reach out to you. I got your number. I'm gonna text you, Megs. Okay. So you could give your mom my number too. But so I hope you all have a good night. If you're going to the fireworks, if you're gonna watch them from wherever you're gonna watch them, please be safe. Have a good night. Yes, like Code would say, tell me be blessed, not stressed. Exactly.
That's
Too
right. That's
blessed to
right.
be stressed. And I love you guys. And remember that it gets greater later. Yes, I don't know, Fancy Feast. Too many people were gifting, so somebody, but thank you. And you are going to enjoy the members only. So be there. We're going to have fun. But
That's
como
right.
siempre, te quiero mucho, te quiero, te adoro, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
Please have a safe night, guys. And thank you for being
Yes.
here. Thank you for everybody
Thank
that stood
you.
here and listened to us. We appreciate you guys. And for all the
Yes.
supporters, all the gifted memberships, becoming members, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And Manita, I love you, JJ. Thank you so much.
I love you so much. And I love J Bid and
Yes.
Kenlin and Gemini
Yes.
and Missy and even myself, damn it.
Yes.
Like love to everybody who
Everybody,
has
we
been
love you
called
guys
out or
so
going
much.
through
And
anything.
my
You know what?
Maria.
It
Yes.
passes. I
It
promise
passes,
it
guys.
passes.
Yes.
It goes away.
Yes. And
So
BB from VA, please reach out. We love you guys and we're here for you guys. And we will see you either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll schedule it. So please put your notifications on so we'll have some fun and members only. I love you
that's right.
guys. Buena noche, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye everybody. Have an amazing
Bye.
fourth.
Happy July
Bye.
4th. Bye, guys.